wanted to come back and do my final 8-week post-PRK laser eye surgery video. I went to my ophthalmologist today, did my final checkup, and I passed with flying colors. My vision is 20/15 in both eyes. As you guys know, I did monovision to where one eye is for distance, one eye is for close up. So I'm here to report that in both eyes, whether it's close up or far away, I did pass at 20/15 vision for both eyes. My last video was done, let me check the date because I don't want to get it wrong. My last video was on February 8th, 2019. I was at day 35. Quick summary of where I was when I did my last video. I have videos out there, so please go back and watch to get an update to better understand my journey and where I am as of today. So when I did my last video, I realized that I had inflammation on my eyes. They had put me on a steroid drop, so I did the steroid drop for 7 days. Issue on why they put me on a steroid drop was I was having issues with night driving, and so I didn't drive for like 2 weeks. Third week, when I attempted to drive, it was horrible. Night vision was an issue. There were like bursts of starburst at night, little blue highlights around headlights of cars that were oncoming. I also had a major issue with the sun. And although I had sunglasses on, it was horrible, right? And so I actually called my ophthalmologist and went in 2 weeks early because I just wanted them to check to make sure that everything was going okay based on where I was at my healing process, my post-surgery process. And so got that done. Steroids went good, no issues there. Since my last video, this is what I've experienced. Dry eyes, not a major issue. When I experience it the most is probably first thing in the morning. So typically when I wake up, one eye opens, great, no issue. The other eye is kind of like it's super glued shut, right? So I go get my drops, get ready to put a drop in my open eye, and then the other eye reflex, it just pops open. So then I do my drops and I'm good, no issue. What I did notice is if I use my Sustain Nighttime, it's an overnight relief preservative-free ointment. If I do use this at night, I typically notice when I wake up the next morning, my eyes are not dry, and I can typically go, if I go to sleep at midnight, I wake up at 5:30, 6 a.m. I typically can go until like 8 a.m. without drops in current state where I am right now. So I think that's great. Also notice my eyes are not dry and I don't have the issue with one kind of feeling like it doesn't want to open. They had told me to use the Sustain Ointment night relief drops for 4 weeks, which I did. I am going to buy a new tube and I'll probably use this periodically because although it's an ointment, it's like Vaseline. The results for me is well worth continuing to use it, and it'll just be on demand. If I have a long day at work, if I have a girls' night out, my eyes feel tired or fatigued or dry, I will probably use this before I go to bed just to give it the additional moisture. I'm still currently using the Sustain Ultra. So these are preservative-free lubricant eye drops. I do these every 2 hours is what I have programmed. I get an alert every 2 hours to do this. My physician or my ophthalmologist said to at least try to do 6 to 10 drops a day. So that's just on average 6 to 10 drops. So you don't have to do it every 2 hours, just 6 to 10 hours. But she did say that if you go a certain amount of time and your eyes feel dry, you've allowed yourself to go too long in between drops. So it's very important to keep the eyes hydrated. So what I did realize is if you feel like your eyes are dry, there's too much time in between you doing drops. So I have tried to stay proactive. Another thing I'll share with you guys is they actually associated my great results of having 20/15 vision with me following the guidelines and keeping my eyes hydrated. So guys, if you're, at 30 days, I was like 20/20, right? I've seen videos to where people are like 2 months out and they're still not 20/20. They could be 20/30. In what I think, again, assumption, it could be because you're going too long and you're not lubricating your eyes, right? I'm also using the Hydra Eyes. They've given me 2 bottles of these. These are omega fish oils. They help to add moisture to the eyes. I'll use these until my bottles are gone, and then I'm done. You guys know I have to use 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. I started off using, they were like a sweet sour gummy that my husband had bought me. I switched over to these. I had to take 4 of those gummies a day with the emergency 1,000 milligrams, 1 packet. And I normally do like 4, I do about 5 ounces of water, right? It's anywhere between 4 to 6 ounces. I do 5 ounce, shake that bottle up, boom, every day. Sunglasses. You do have to wear sunglasses, ultraviolet rays to help prevent direct sunlight hitting the eyes. My ophthalmologist did say to continue to wear my sunglasses throughout the remainder of the year. She said a lot of times when you do PRK surgery, you can something may occur called hazing, right? I just got back, so I haven't researched it, but hazing, which is why she said always wear my sunglasses when I'm out in the direct sunlight, right? The past week, I did notice started off my right, actually it's only been my right eye, sorry. My right eye was twitching, and I thought, what's going on? So that was concerning. And I just noticed it was just a little flicker of my eye. Was putting on my eyeliner, and I noticed my eyelid was like flickering, okay, twitching. Well, I did talk to my ophthalmologist today who confirmed that because when you do PRK or any other type of eye surgery, it's like your eye has been traumatized. And so she did say that sometimes you can get the twitching of the eye as your eyes are going through the healing process. Onset of that, from what she told me, it's contributed to being under a high amount of stress, not getting enough sleep, being dehydrated, and or alcoholic beverages. So those are the 4 things that she told me could be the onset of the twitching of the eye. She did say that it can last anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks. Like I said, it's been off and on, and today is probably day 5. And it's not been every day, but it has been periodically over the past week. So it is getting better. Just wanted to share that with you guys because I hadn't expected the eye twitch, and I got concerned, of course. Only other thing I'll share is lubricating drops. Continue to use those every 2 hours, max every 3, depending on you and your eyes. Ladies, you know that there was the timeline to where you couldn't wear any type of eye makeup. I am now wearing full face, but what I did do is I started wearing a liquid eyeliner because I didn't want to put a lot of pressure on my eyes. And the eyeliner I had prior to surgery, I mean, it took some work to get the eyeliner on. So I just didn't want to put that much tension on my eyes. So I bought, it's just a CoverGirl. It's a liquid eyeliner. It said shake well. I don't know if I've ever shaken it well before I used it. Nonetheless, I have on liquid on the top. Works amazing. Really like it. Doesn't force me to put a lot of tension on the eyes. For the bottom eye, because I didn't want to use liquid on the bottom eye, I invested in Maybelline, and it's called Master Kajal, Kajal. And this is actually what I use on the bottom of my eye. And it goes on like a oil cream, and it's waterproof. And this is from this morning. I put it on at like 6 a.m. And this is where you're at. Of course, I started wearing lipstick throughout the journey simply because there was a period I couldn't wear eyeliner, couldn't really wear a lot of makeup. So I started doing my lips, and so I'll still continue to do that. In closing, I have to say the journey has been just that, a journey. I've had days to where I was nervous, wondering and hoping I did the right thing doing the surgery. There were days to where I was frustrated because I wasn't at 100% and I was limited on what I could do, whether it was working on a computer, driving, shopping. And so I did go through periods of feeling frustrated. Went through a couple of days where I felt somewhat depressed. Went through periods to where I felt excited. Nonetheless, 2015 vision, I started this journey with -6 in my contacts, -650 and 675 because I had 2 lenses that were different in my glasses. I'm now 2015. Absolutely no regrets. One of the best decisions that I could have ever made. Only thing I would share with you guys is just know the recovery period after PRK is definitely more complicated than LASIK. However, there's benefits to that, so there's pros and cons. Do your research. If you're a PRK candidate and that's your only option, just think long and hard. Plan appropriately. I'm going to tell you guys, plan for at least 30 days. I really didn't feel like I was where I needed to be with still going through a healing process until I hit 30 days. If you guys have questions, let me know. Good luck in your journey. If you are day 14, 2 weeks out, 1 month out, just stay the journey, stay encouraged, because at the end of the day, we have perfect vision, which is more than what we had before we began our journey. All right, take care, guys. Bye.